Hello, good evening, everyone. I'm Carmen, and today I would like to do my third mukbang video that regarding keto food, and also will combine with the intermittent fasting (IF). So, and before I start eating, and show you all what kind of keto food that I consume if I on keto that day. I would like to tell you all about I have been doing intermittent fasting for a year plus, and I start with the 16 hours fasting and slowly progress it to become 20 hours at least every day. And so like if you would like to do the intermittent fasting like me, you can start with the basic one. The easier way is 16-hour fasting and 8-hour eating window times. Then you slowly progress to 18 hours, then 6 hours, 18 hours of fasting and 6 hours of eating window time. Then you can slowly further to gradually increase the fasting time to up to 20 hours fasting and 4 hours eating window times. Okay, so and the food that I would like to start to eat is this. So in keto is encouraged to have a lot of vegetable, the gravy leaf vegetable. So I fried it with the dry shrimp again, like previous time. Okay, let me start eating. So I finished my veggie, the whole plate. Actually in IF you can eat as much as gravy leaf vegetable as you want. Don't stick to just salad. You can make it Chinese style cooking. You can add in prawn, add in meat, yeah. And actually, like for IF, you can easily start by just skipping the breakfast. I know, like a lot of people say breakfast is the most important meal in our daily life, but actually is not that true. Actually, for IF, we believe that when you eat is more important than what you eat. Okay. And also the frequency of eating, we try to reduce it to less frequent instead of the common meal eating, like from breakfast, tea break, morning tea break, then lunch, followed by tea break, followed by dinner, then another, at night you got this snack some more. So we try to cut the frequency of eating to make it less frequent Okay. Then once you follow your join in the IF style of eating, actually is not a diet. It's actually is more into like a lifestyle. It's just like stick to very easy by stick to the time of eating. You choose that you fast, then you break fast. You can eat whatever you want to eat during your breaking window times. Okay. Actually, last time I start with just my friends, my colleague, Singru. She's telling me that, asking me to join her to start this IF. So she tell me that you can eat as much as you want and whatever you want for the breaking window times. So so with this simple concept, then I start the IF. Okay. Then now I follow the second dish is the curry chicken. It's the leftover from yesterday, so it still got small piece of the chicken and the curry. Actually, for curry chicken, as long as you take away the potato, then it will become keto friendly. Okay. Is the coconut, the kelapa, krisik kelapa is also is keto friendly. So you can have curry rendang, beef rendang, or seafood prawn rendang as put in the keto meal. Okay. Next dish is the butter garlic chili prawn and chicken. So it's also keto friendly. So why we want to combine the IF, intermittent fasting, with ketogenic diet? Because when I start by doing, not looking at the food first, during the IF, I slowly, after a few months, I do more research. I go and watch the YouTube from Dr. Egbert and Dr. Eric Bert. They're talking about keto. Then during that times, I get to know about the keto food, keto diets. Then I slowly blend the keto food into my food that I consume. Yeah. So because the keto diet is you need to, your daily meal, that you need to take 70% of the fat, 25% of moderate protein, 25% of proteins, and 5% of the carbo. It is slightly different compared to low carb diet. However, when you just chip in more the fat contents, then it can become keto. Okay. Because like with the keto diet, you able to make you feel so full, and then you can fast longer. You can progress it to doing 1 meal a day or max, yeah, by taking doing the keto food. So like again, I mentioned before, like during IF, when you fast, your insulin level will be reduced, and the body start to taking energy from your store fat, okay, and to give you energy. Then if like, why we combine the keto food when we breaking fast? That means we want to actually during the eating window times when you eat, we take in the keto food we want the body to mimic the IF period. That means even we want to bodies to remain burn the fat as your intermittent fasting period. So to make our body as a 24 hours of fat burning machine, okay. So this time I have do up some notes to try to pass the message about the advantage of doing IF. So actually many people doing IF because they want to lose weight, because I already tell you all, when you fast you lower your insulin. What is insulin? Insulin is a hormone that store you know, when store the glucose into our body as a fat. So if you got problem that insulin resistant, then you will your body tend to put on weight. Then when doing IF, actually you will become less hungry. Actually, it's very interesting. It's not say you fast then you become hungry. It's actually you will become less hungry. And when combined with the ketogenic diet, because it's high fat contents, when during your breakfast time you take in high fat contents, then also it make you satiated, so it can make you fast longer. So I also since doing this intermittent fasting, I also no need to take any supplement already, because many years, I think more than 10 years, I have been taking the pharmaton supplement. It's a ginseng extract supplement that I already become a habit. I must take it. If not, I will feel like I can't do more things. So then also I take some other supplement like spirulina, all that. So I noticed that when I start IF and keto, I no longer need to depend on the supplement, especially the pharmaton. By doing IF, you can stay more focused, and you will be more able to do more things, and actually you won't feel like weak even for your fasting time, because your body is burn the fat and giving you the energy. Then also since then, doing IF and keto, I no longer need to do massive exercise which I do to help to maintain my weight. And actually it changed your lifestyle, that you no longer focus on food, because now I'm doing OMAD. I just a day that I just prepare a day, one meal a day for myself. And I skip the breakfast, skip the snack, tea break. It's just like doing one meal a day is according the time that depend how long I fast. So in fact, you save a lot of your money and time, and also you are more in control. You won't like last time feel hungry, then you keep thinking about the food. Yeah. Beside that, why nowadays sometimes I will do the prolonged fasting up to 24 hours. Actually, the maximum fasting period that I did before is up to 55 hours. This kind of super prolonged fasting, actually you can do it twice a month. Okay, now for me, like now every day I try to stick to 20-hour fasting and eat one meal a day. Sometimes like today I fast for 18 hours. If sometimes, let's say I got friends that asking me out, you know, I got lunch to attend, you know, the appointment, then I will make it 16 hours. It's actually flexible. You need to do it according your lifestyle. Yeah. So the next dish will be my keto bread. Okay, this is low carb bread. Yeah, I actually all this while I'm not so keen to eat bread. I'm not a bread person, but because my dad is a bread hawker, you know, last time small I keep on eating bread until when now like I kind of like, if can choose not to have bread, I will not have to have bread. But now because I'm practice the keto diet also, so I need the bread to eat with the butter. Yeah, today I will have this butter. Okay, to ensure that I take enough fat. Yeah. And also I will eat with the bread. I also will eat this the egg that I put some cheese, some cheddar cheese. Yeah, so it's also the fat supply, and egg is the proteins. Yeah. Later I will start eating this. Later I will focus on the top 13 mistakes that for practicing intermittent fasting. Yeah. Just now the egg, I used 2 egg and 3 piece of cheddar cheese. Yeah. And this is my 2-in-1 coffee 2-pack. Okay, back to the topic that just now I want to share with you all about the top 13 mistakes of IF. Actually, the first one is some people is just go too extreme for it. I mean they start. You need to start by doing the basic one. It's not like after seeing like I do at least 20 hours, then you tell yourself that you just want to start by just doing just like me. Actually, I also start with the basic 16-hour fasting. It's not like so directly go into the 20-hour fasting every day. Even got some people, some of my friends, I ask them to start IF, they tell me that it's hard for them to make it 16 hours. Actually, they can you can start with 12 hours. Yeah, 12 hours, that means you finish eating dinner by 8, then the next day morning 8 o'clock you can have your breakfast, then followed by 12 afternoon lunch, then followed by dinner. Just bear in mind that you need to cut your frequency of eating. All the dessert, snack, even tea break, you push into your main meal. Then slowly like you make it 16-hour fasting. Then you slowly skip your breakfast. You push it slightly. Have your brunch instead of your early breakfast. Don't jump too fast, yeah. And do it for follow your pace and your lifestyle also, actually. Yeah, like for me, because all these years I'm having the 3-in-1 coffee for my breakfast, so it's kind of easy for me to skip breakfast. Like I just like hold it and wait till lunchtime. I have my coffee as usual. Okay. Then the number 2 is eating too much. Just now I eat a lot, right? Actually, although at the starting point that my friend asked me, I can eat as much as I want, eat whatever that I want, but slowly I start learn how to look into the food, what food that I take, and also the portion, because you fast so long, even through a meal, 1 meal a day that I practice OMAD. Although I try to eat more, but I will keep in the concept that I eat until I full. So automatically your calorie intake will be definitely become lesser. Although you take the high fat diet, high fat food, yeah. Then for some of them, the third mistake is like for IF is they eating too less, not enough. Like I always encourage my friends, you know, when they break fast or send me whatever picture food that they eat taken. Sometimes I look at the picture, I feel like so sad, because they really taking too less already. They have some steamed lean meat, chicken breast, salad, and even they not put the mayo, put the olive oil. They still got the fat phobia, yeah. Actually, about this fat phobia, fat acting as a buffer for insulin to spike. Okay, what causes insulin to spike and insulin resistant for us is the sugar and the hidden carbo. Okay, so since this journey, I learned how to eat the fat. Yeah, I learned how to eat the sanjamba. Last time I always choose the lean meat. I just feel that I take the fat, then I will put on weight. Yeah, actually this is the wrong concept. It's the food industry hazard. Actually, they I think got the research that I think is under answer key, Dr. Answer Key, that try to manipulate, try to blame all the chronic disease such as stroke, high blood pressure, diabetes, even dementia, all that onto the fat causing problems. Actually, it's not true. Is actually insulin resistant will, if one you got the insulin resistant, then all these disease will come along. Yeah. So the fourth mistake is you are not working out. You are not work out. That means maybe you think that you are fasting, you shouldn't go for exercise. Actually, exercise is advisable, is a very good, it's able to reduce your stress, like to heal your soul. Then you do exercise, is best is doing in the faster stage. Yeah, because like why you need to do it during the faster stage is because then your exercise you need energy. It will use your body fat to burn the fuel, give you the energy. Okay, so we want that. We don't want the burning the energy from the dietary fat that you consume, or Then number 5 is you eat too frequent. Although I tell you, maybe you start with the eating window time 8 hours. 8 hours, then you just like keep on have lunch, have tea break, then snack, 4 o'clock, then 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock you have your dinner. After dinner you maybe you within this eating window times doesn't mean that give you the green light to eat more often. You try to push the dish, just like today I push all the main dish, dessert, snack. If I want to have snack, I just put it into this meal. Okay, yeah. The 6th is the eating the wrong food. Remember just now I said beginning, my friend tell I can eat whatever I want, I can eat as much as I want during the eating window time to kind of persuading me to follow this IF journey. However, here is like telling you that you need to actually really look into the food. You cannot say you're breaking window times, you go and eat the McDonald's, KFC, drink the Coca-Cola. Yeah, all these are and junk food. It won't help. Yeah. Like I got a period I doing IF and keto, then the times the very popular with the brown sugar bubble tea. I unconsciously I take almost once in a week. Yeah, follow for 2 months. Then my weight is shooting up. Yeah, although I really do IF more than 20 hours. I really try to stay in keto food, but because of that brown sugar bubble tea, it's cost all my hard work gone. Yeah, I even got exercise some more. So from that time on, I cut away my brown sugar bubble tea. Number 7 is the fat that you take is too high. Yeah, it's like if you stay in keto, keto diet, you need to take 70% of your food are fat, good fat. Yeah, then 25% of protein and 5% of carbo. This doesn't mean that you can take whatever fat that you want. It's like So like you can download the apps. It's called My Fitness Pal. It can tell you the fat percentage and calorie percentage of protein, carbohydrate percentage of that food. Just bear in mind that don't overdo your fat percentage, though is like for me, I feel that it's hard to achieve that fat percentage. Yeah, I always like able to make it 50% up to I think the maximum 55%. Yeah, perhaps like maybe the food that you take, you go and have a lot of fast food, junk food. Definitely the fat content is very high, and also they are not good fat, good and quality fat. The other way also is like if you take too little fat, also is a mistake. Yeah, actually in the market a lot of fat 0% food, right? Such as skim milk, skim yogurt, fat-free bar, or you know, all these are actually in keto diet you are not encouraged to take it. It's actually although they brand it as a healthy food, but once they take away the fat contents from the food, that means they will add in the sugar to make it tasty. Yeah, like good fat, what is good fat and what is bad fat? Bad fat is actually the corn oil, canola oil, margarine, all those like that. Beside that, also like the good fat will be like the animal, the whole food fat, like the fat from the seed, the nuts, mixed nut, the fat from avocado, the fat from the butter, the heavy cream. Yeah, and also like the cream cheese, some cheese. Yeah. Followed by number 9 mistake. If they all in our keto IF group, they got come out the quote that if you ask whether I eat this will break fast, normally we can 90%, 99% that food is breaking your fast. Okay, actually come to IF, when you do fasting, that means it's no food allowed is to be taken. You can just stick to the water. You need to drink a lot of water, and you can have black tea, black coffee without sugar, without creamer, or like those bulletproof coffee, or coffee with collagen, or lemon juice without sugar, or like the apple cider vinegar with some lemons, all will break your fast. Yeah. Even like you say, I take in the black coffee with stevia. Stevia is 0 calorie, right? But it's also, once your tongue tastes the sweetness, it will spike your insulin already. So it will break your fast. Okay, just bear in mind with that. So number 10 will be eating the wrong food during the breakfast time. Just now I had mentioned the junk food. You need to go back to our ancestor doing the whole food, the unprocessed food, as simple as possible. Some you know, like all those like actually the diet bar, all those diet powder, all that actually do you think it's tasty? I don't think so. The replacement meal food also, I feel that it's quite hard for me to take it. Actually, you just go back to the simple food that you can get from grocery, like egg, vegetable, prawn, seafood, meat. Yeah, then choose the meat. Better choose come with the fat contents one. don't choose the lean meat, okay? Then number 11, not eat enough vegetable. Just now you can see how big plate vegetable I take. Yeah, actually you got the green light to take as much vegetable as you want, so it's like make me feel like, I know, very satisfied. I can eat a lot. Yeah. Then number 12, also again mentioned is you need to have enough sleep, because like during sleeping is also in the fasting time. Your body actually burn fat during that period, and it will make you relax. It won't increase your cortisol hormone. Actually you also cannot be stressed. That's why we are encouraged you go for exercise also as remain even you are fasting, because it can calm you down. And the exercise that you do is like relax exercise. Don't go for spin, go for like massive exercise that will actually increase your insulin spike also, because like the body sense that you are in danger. That's why it will produce the insulin to give you energy to maybe run away from the accident scene or whatever. Okay, then number 13, okay, the last one is like not drink enough water. Actually during fasting times, the water, if like you have a prolonged fasting, is encouraged that you put some Himalayan salts to your water, a teaspoon of your water, to give you, ensure you to have the to have the electrolyte, to have the mineral. Yeah, it won't make your leg cramp. Yeah, so this is but normally I didn't put the salts. Maybe it's not, unless you do a 72 hours prolonged fasting, then they say the water you must put some electrolyte pill or some salts will do. Yeah, that's it. Then actually just now I mentioned about the free apps that you can have to monitor your macron that you take. Is the MyFitnessPal apps, and the other app is quite interesting, is the Zero app. Yeah, Zero app. You can download free. It can monitor your fasting time. You know, beginning I feel that it's not necessary to record like this, but sometimes it's quite fun that you can do it. And you know, you're able to fast. You can set your time 13-hour fasting. Then when you reach the 13 hours, when you start eating, then you can press stop to save the fast. Then maybe like 16 hours or 16 hours patterns, fasting pattern, and 18 hours. They got 20 hours. Then they got the customized fasting hours. Then like if like you one shot you fast for 25 days, they will give you a bench, like kind of encourage you. Now I have the 100 straight fasting bench. You know, it's like kind of like celebration. Then now I looking forward the 250 fasting strike that batch that they will give soon. Maybe it means next year's only I will get that, because it's 250 fasting. Actually I start this app is just this February only lah. So the fasting record that I got is still 100 plus. It's not like, because I started last year. Actually is, if like last year I start using this app, then I can achieve that 250 fasting strike. Yeah, so let me finish my 2-in-1 coffee. Actually this is without sugar. Yeah, then today I also I'm doing quite strict keto, so I also got prepared this 1 liter of chia seed. This time I add in the apple cider vinegar. Yeah, they say very good. Maybe next time I can share why they all say it's good. Yeah, I will. Okay, let me start my drinking. Okay, I finished all my food. All these are keto friendly food. Yeah, today I got take enough fat. I think. Maybe the next mukbang I will talking about the mistake that we do for the ketogenic diet lah. This time we focus on the mistake that in intermittent fasting. Hope you all like it and hope you all. I'm happy to share about this. And hope you all join me as a IF and keto kaki. Yeah, you can start with the IF first and remove the baby step. Then slowly we learn how to we do it together and to pursue healthy lifestyle. Yeah, thank you. See you next time.